I'll try to keep this as short as possible and keep out details that aren't needed. By pure accident, I was signed into my wife's Google account. Went to check a text from my cousin, but it was her account instead. I found and read every text regarding the whole thing from the very beginning. It started in early November. She posted an ad on Craigslist to have NSA, no strings attached, sleep. I had a planned business trip in December, and she was planning this all to happen then while I was out of town. She posted 2 different ads. The first one was to have sleep with a couple. That never happened. The second ad summarized, written as it was: you would come into the house, it would be dark, you would go into the bedroom and have your way with me. I want to be abused, used, and left satisfied. I want it rough, slight choking, slapping my stuff, etc. Confirmed 2 different men slept with my wife. I know she performed oral on them as well. She sent and received many pictures with many other men and women. In some of the texts she says this would be ongoing thing, as I usually leave for a few days every month or every other month. This was the first time. We have only been married a little over a year. We dated 3 years before getting married. She explains to some of the men that she has only had boring sleep with me for the last 4 years. After I found out and recorded everything, saved web pages, screenshots, took notes, etc. I took a shower because I felt dirty and disgusted. I then confronted her about it. She didn't deny anything. Says she still loves me and that we can work it out. She's willing to sacrifice anything to make it work. I packed up my stuff and left. Right now I'm living at my dad's. My gut instinct is to get my own place, wait a few weeks to clear my head, and then file for divorce. I'm disgusted by the whole thing. All I can think about are the details in some of the texts. My imagination is getting to me. My parents are the only ones who know as of right now. My mom agrees with me and thinks I should just leave. My dad, having experienced being cheated on as well, is telling me to wait a bit, clear my head, talk to her, and see what happens then. Reddit, I need some perspective from you. I need advice from people who don't know me. Please tell me what you honestly think. I'm 30 and I feel like my life is crushed. All of the plans we had, house, kids, career. I feel like that has all been taken away from me. Edit, I'd like to thank you all for the advice and the comments. It is helping me a lot. I'm going to a doctor today to get a full STD test. She is making it hard for me though. I do love her, more than anything. At least I did. I'm just so sad, hurt, and angry. But she really wants to work it out. Sorry, I'm not looking for pity. I need and appreciate your perspectives. I'm still reading all of the comments, and I appreciate all of the PM people have sent. I feel so hurt, empty, and angry right now. I miss my dogs and I'm trying to see if I can afford to get an apartment this weekend so I can get them back. Right now I'm removing my name from all of our accounts. I'm separating everything I can from her. Thank you again for all of your advice and perspectives. It has made things easier for me. I'll post another update soon. Update 1. First, I want to thank everyone for their advice, comments, and everything else. Second, I need to explain something to everyone. You always read how people find out about their spouse or GF/BF cheating, and the immediate Reddit hive mind is to lawyer up, hit the gym, etc. But you need to know it is not as easy as that. This is the person I've loved for a good chunk of my life. The love I have for that person doesn't just immediately go away. I will say my love changed on a certain level that I can't explain. With that said, it has been 6 days since I found out. I've talked to her multiple times, and we've talked through text, and through email, and also in person. It is very hard to throw away your entire life that you've built with someone. To throw away all of the lifelong plans you had together. Career, house, kids, etc. Also, I can tell she actually regrets it. I know she is sorry. But I can never trust her again. I'll always wonder whenever she gets a text or whenever I leave out of town for a few days if she'll be sleeping with some random guy again. I just cannot live with that for the rest of my life. I deserve better. What I've done, found my own apartment. I move in tomorrow and get my dogs back. Sold my car. I'm very sad about this, but I can't afford to keep my Scion's payment. So things are starting to look up. I don't want anything we bought together or anything to remind me of her. I'm basically moving into an empty apartment with only a couch I got for free from my work, and my computer desk and chair. I'll just slowly start buying things, which now I can afford without my car payment. She cries when we talk, and it makes me sad. I'm sad for our broken relationship, and I'm also sad for her because I feel like she really does regret it all. This has been the most difficult thing I have ever had to deal with. I feel like I have two paths in front of me that will affect my life forever. On one path, I can take her back, give her a second chance. That will then fork into either her doing it again and me regretting the decision, or it will fork into us having a great marriage forever. The other path is me moving on with my life and not looking back. It is hard to know what decision is the right one. I wish I could see myself 20 years from now and be able to tell. If I knew without a doubt that she would never hurt me again, and that our marriage would work, I think I would do it. So there you have it. Thanks again for all of your support, Reddit. Me typing all of this out and getting it off my chest is some sort of therapy, and it makes me feel better. I'm not looking for pity or anything, just telling a friend about life. Update 2. It has been about 3 months since my last update. This will be my final update, but I'll still check the inbox. I can't believe how many messages I received, and I thank you all for them. I'll get right to it. We are getting divorced. It was a very hard decision and it took me 2 months to really figure it all out, but in the end I know it is the best thing for me to do. I saw her a few times, but my feelings and love for her has drastically changed. I still love her, but I'm not in love with her anymore. I finally told her this about a week ago. She suspected this was going to be the result, so it wasn't a huge deal. It was weird. I had some gut feeling to check Craigslist, and I see an ad posted by her. It wasn't a NSA sleep ad, just a regular dating ad. This was before we had talked about divorce, and it just jarred me. I told her I wanted a divorce the next day. We're both sad. I'm very sad. I don't think I'm really depressed, but I can't stop thinking about what we could have had. I had so many dreams and life planned out, and now I've got to start all over. But things are looking good, and I'm being as positive as I can. I've reconnected with friends from years ago that my ex-wife stopped me from seeing, and it is making things much easier. Besides being sad, I feel good about life and look forward to being with someone else again in the future. My issue, which I'll probably have for the rest of my life, will be trust. I never would have imagined my ex-wife cheating on me, and I can't help but think I'll be suspicious and cautious now. I still hope to have kids one day, and have a happy life. I just hope my trust issue won't prevent that. I don't really know what else to say in this post. I wish I had some words of wisdom or something meaningful to share. Hopefully this is closure for anyone who read my other posts. It is closure for me. Once the divorce is final, I'll never speak to her again. We have reached the end of the story. Let's listen to some of the comments by our Reddit listeners. Comment 1. I've been in your shoes, brother. My ex-wife of 364 days, mind you. I sent her packing the day before our 1-year anniversary, cheated on me about 10 months into the marriage. She had a with some coworkers. This happened while I was out celebrating my birthday with my dad. I spent 5 years of my life with that woman. The next woman I dated wound up doing almost the same thing. She turned out to be a gold digger. I found out later from a mutual friend, whose brother she dated, about her tendencies. We'll call this guy Joe. Joe bought her a Nissan 350Z. Things were great. Joe lost his job and had to sell the car. She left him the next day and gave no reason. Basically, she started talking to another guy about a week before she ended things. I own my own business. I'm not rich, but I'm well off. This guy had daddy's money, which means she got daddy's money. Needless to say, I was pretty bitter towards women at that point. I became a machine. Women meant nothing more than sleep to me. Hit it and quit it. I vowed to never let another woman inside. I stayed that way for almost 2 years. Then I met my current significant other. The trust thing is going to be a burden. It's been almost 3 years since we divorced, and I still have trust issues. I love the woman I'm with now. She's perfect in every way, but I still have trust issues, and I have absolutely no reason to. To be honest, I feel like bad for it. But I just can't seem to shake that feeling that she's doing something she shouldn't, when I know damn good and well she isn't. We're together almost every day. It doesn't cause any problems with us because I keep it to myself. It's almost like I'm just expecting the worst. But when you get the worst, what else is there? She's given me no indications that she would cheat, or that she even thinks of cheating, but still there's that gut feeling. I hate it. This turned into much more than I wanted it to. But I do feel better now that I've gotten it off my chest. If you read this, thank you.